Ever since Diana and Haipu first met, the Nephilim prophecies went largely unexplored. Now that the return of the Nephilim avatars have made it clear that the prophecy cannot be ignored. The historian Magnus is stolen from the vaults in Ember Palace. Scout reports tracked the thief to Karnak Mountain. Inevitably, Haifu is not the only one interested in retrieving the book. Damn, still nothing on the tech tree? Let's go ahead and make this a siege cannon. This guy's gonna be stuck here for a minute. I need him to be 47 strength. Okay. Nine. Can't really do anything now. You know, did marketplace ready, right? Yes, I did. What? These two together? This is the final point in the scavenger hunt, but the last clue said there'd be a priceless treasure at the end. What gives? Wait a second. Hi, Barnabas. Nice to see you. I knew you'd make it. How'd you know that? This was a challenging hunt. I might still be lost in the woods. Anyone who knows about you knows that that's what drives you, a challenge. If I made it easy, you'd get bored and I'd just be stuck here waiting like a fool. Ah, very clever, Barnabas. So you're the priceless treasure, or what? Well, no. Just couldn't think of a better clue. Writing's never been my talent. I hope you consider the time we've spent together, how far we've come, and that it's just you and I here in this grove. To me, that's priceless. And this farmer would like much, much more of that. Oh, Barnabas, that's what you want? Just a lot more of me? Gosh, this whole big elaborate scheme is not what I'd expect from you. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to try something foolhardy again. Maybe show you that I still got a bit of spark left in me. That's so cute, but so silly. The last thing I need is even more foolhardy in my life. I want the Barnabas I see day in and day out. I want a whole lot more of that guy. And you shall have. And that you shall have, Sybil. If you'll have me too. Yes, you goofball. Come on, just walk me back to the base and tell me how you thought of this whole grand scheme. I never thought these two would get together. I feel like that's kind of like, eh. pushing it because everybody else is in a relationship. So much has changed, Lysander. It is like waking from the It is like waking from a dream to reveal a nightmarish reality. Can you tell me what happened after the battle at Fort Eureka? By the time I returned to the inner keep, Diana had already evacuated with her group. I gathered everyone else I could find, and we slipped out the rear sully port into the river, where we threw together makeshift rafts and floated down the Herald under the cover of night. Myself, Raskuja, Narima, and Sibyl regrouped and made our way to the capital, just in time to watch her execution. The moronic cheers of the crowd really vexed me enough to blow my cover. Cheers, huh? It seems it was an explosion of emotion across the spectrum. It was the moment that tipped the scales so that the coming disaster was apparent not only to the clever, but to all. In the coming months, I attempted to rally opposition forces among the enraged nobles who remained, but the Dark Knight and his Black Dragon had an answer for everything we tried. Following his dragon's roar was always death and suffering. No one could stand up to him, as he acted as the vanguard for an army of powerful cultists, mages. Casmir's Imperial elite troops. After witnessing the power of the Dark Knight and your resurrection, I no longer scoff at the supernatural, but now seek to decipher it. After some time in exile, I reunited with my friends, and we caught wind that Diana had organized a resistance force dedicated to protecting the children from the mass kidnappings. We sprang into action, taking advantage of the weakness here at the Eastwall Fortress, and held out just as long enough for you to arrive. It's infuriating what they're doing. Convince the grown-ups so they have to tear families apart and brainwash the young. It is indeed unforgivable, but this is also this also presents an opportunity. God dang. My eyes. This is a war of good and evil. This is a war of good against evil now. No mercy required for the enemy. Only their total destruction will heal the land. This is quite a bit more simple than reconciliation with the defeated foe. I was thinking just that, and you just said it. Knowing you're the good, and that the good versus evil does make things simple. So long as you stay good, Haifu. Hey there, Poindexter. Boy, am I relieved you're still in one piece. Really? Well, yeah, you're the man with all the answers. Doesn't even matter what subject. You can always get a little dose of enlightenment from talking to Lysander. This guy. Welcome back to the club. Thanks. Though I must disagree, the more time goes by, the more I realize I do not know. Yeah, whatever. Hey, speaking of that, I was wondering, why don't we make a bunch of those airships and just drop bombs on those bad guys? No fuss, no muss. Easy win, right? Been a long time since we used airships as weapons, and for good reason. For the price of one airship, one could instead equip an entire army with cannons. Because of the prohibitive costs, and because of recent developments such as firearms and war dragons, airships have become white elephants in war. White elephants? You mean like pink elephants, my friend? White elephants meaning they're too valuable to risk losing. And that makes them virtually useless in combat role. They are, in essence, expensive toys that have no place in serious battlefield. However, when modified to serve as an armored transport, they can be invaluable, and that's just how we'll be using them. See what I mean? All the answers of this guy. Hey, that airship got a minibar somewhere? I'm feeling overdue and mighty thirsty. I believe that would be an acceptable modification. If you believe it, we'll enhance our army's morale. Now we're talking. Go ahead and save again. Deploy. Heard about this place. These lava tubes will pull one over you when you least expect it. Best to avoid the hot spots on the ground. Well, best to avoid adventuring in a volcano, but you kiddos are too brave for your own good. Everyone's pretty good, strong now.
They'll notice this one for sure. Time to even the odds. I must be brave.
Where am I needed?
The army is ready.
Raskuja can sensing prey.
Raskuja.
Dana, give me strength.
Reaction? Oh.
Stay strong, everyone. I love this part. Battle formations.
Master Sergeant awaiting orders.
Ready.
A paladin never surrenders.
Raskuja is to be ready. Telling me who to kill.
It must be done.
Getting real thirsty here.
I'm just getting started.
What's our next tactic? For my people, for my homeland.
Oof. That guy got creamed.
My friends are counting on me. Donar, guide my attack. I can do this.
I ain't got all day.
Time to end this. Awaiting your orders.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Command me.
They'll notice this one for sure. I'm just getting started.
Oh, sorry. Did you need something?
Don't surrender, you die.
Victory for Embor.
I must stay strong.
Swift as wind, strike like fire.
Donar be with us.
Raskuja can sensing prey.
How can I help, my lord?
I must not fail. I await your command.
You got a plan?
You don't gotta do me like that.
Sayuna will never die.
Donar, give me strength.
Bet you didn't see this one coming.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Break their resolve.
I must be brave.
School is in session.
The battle lies before me.
Raskuja is to be ready.
Repent before the righteous.
Sorry for burping so much. I'm not even opening my mouth. My mic's just picking it up.
We will always find a way. I love this part. The army is ready.
Master Sergeant awaiting orders.
Where am I needed?
Telling me who to kill.
The time to act is now. Getting real thirsty here. Battle formations. Ready.
Looks like our thieves found their hiding spot. Seems like a trap. Better keep your eyes open then, and blink us out if anything goes sideways. We need the book. Who is... what? By the heavens. Isn't that crazy mage who gave us such trouble before? Yes, and apparently one of the Nephilim. I don't like this. Am I dead? Just about, but you'll be fine. Splendid. Looks like those Imperial goons couldn't get the best of me after all. I do suppose I owe a thank you. How about an apology? You know, for stealing our property. Oh, that belonged to you? Goodness. Had I known I was dealing with such lovely specimens, I would have just asked nicely instead. Name's Beatrix Pendergast. Pendergast? As in Edmund Pendergast? That's the one, darling. Edmund's little princess. Interesting. I wonder what someone from such a family would be doing out here. Beatrix, you must come with us. You are one of the ancient avatars of Donar reborn into our world. Wait just a minute. How did you... Aha! Of course, she pulled me from the brink. Signature move of Donar himself. Well, well, fancy meeting you here, 1,000 years later. And you, the gigantic paladin, inheritor of Galzas's legacy, no doubt. Eat any good books lately? Beatrix, the Nephilim are destined to reunite and fight Xanatus in the final battle. It is written in the prophecy which has thus far come true. Yes, that is the prophecy, as they say, isn't it? If you don't like prophecies, take a look. All but one Nephilim avatar is standing in this room. We have much to discuss. Let's head back to the Ember. Oh, really? And just why should Beatrix Pendergast comply with the likes of you, I have an army, and you owe me one. You know, I always did love it in Ember. What with the year-round bone-chilling winter, endless featureless fields, bland lard-based cuisine. Yes, what a lovely destination. For you? Ember Palace Throne Room, headquarters of the Nephilim army. You lovelies found me at the shrine in pursuit of my divine weapon. You see, as the legend goes, the original Nephilim sealed away their weapons after defeating Xanatus, and spread them throughout the world. Then the temple decided, like many things, to keep this a secret. No need to fuss, you're in for a treat. Heard about your little divine intervention on Mount Ptolemia. Well, you haven't yet tasted power. These weapons will unlock every bit of your potential. There's the magic of Serene at Mount Karnak. Balmung, the divine greatsword of Ishtar at Sandrika City. Valor, the gauntlet of Galzus at Greywind Peak, belonging to our paladin of prolific proportions here. Skyrender, underneath the royal palace at Sayuna. Oh, I suppose the heavens have chose a poorly dressed rogue to carry this torch, eh? Congratulations. At least I'm decently clothed. Last and certainly not least, Light Fury, the Sword of Dinar, which dealt the final blow to Xanatus, piercing the demon's heart. Of course, this one's at the Imperial capital. We know this one belongs in your hands, Haifu. You holding Light Fury would be the closest any of us mere mortals can get to sitting down and having tea with Donar himself. 2 are already found. Mine and the Balmung wielded by the Black Knight, you darlings refer to as Hand of Xanatus, but 3 are still ripe for the picking. And if they get their hands on these weapons, then you'll be in a bind, won't you? Beatrix, how exactly do you know all this? I had a feeling you'd ask. So full of curiosity, this one. I take it you've become acquainted with the followers of Xanatus, We have. Oh, I know. You are a real thorn in their side, Avatar of Donar. Or as they would say, the false one. Once they found out I'm one of the Nephilim, they tried to make me one of them. Odd, I'd figured they would prefer just to kill me off. That's what happens when you fly too close to the sun. You get burnt, and I burned them quite handily. Stole all the secrets I could, and I left to find my destiny. The magic of Serene. And here you are, falling into our lap. Seems a bit convenient for my taste. We live in a time of fate, darling. It is so hard to believe that the Nephilim would find each other. Is it so hard to believe that we Nephilim would find each other? Either way, you're Nephilim and we fight together. Just don't disappoint us, Beatrix. You've gotta admit, we did not get off on the right foot. Oh pish, bygones and all that. I do wonder, what besides favor with the heavens do I have to gain by lending you my considerable power? All I can offer you is a target-rich environment. And that's my final offer. Don't pretend that's not exactly what you want. Touche, Avatar Donate. The success of the Nephilim army has awoken the sleeping hearts of the people of Tanra. They are finding the courage to fight and restore their freedom. But the forces of the Empire are still quite powerful and will crush any new resistance that might organize. The translated scrolls of the Historia Magnus point to the Nephilim shrine at the Grey Wind Peak in the Sandrika continent, seeking both to weaken the Empire here and to unlock the power of the shrine. Haifu's armies establishes a base in Sandrika district. Conquering the local Imperial army base at the port city of Crestmore would be a straightforward task. However, an old but all too familiar enemy makes itself known. I've got something important for you, Haifu. What's this? The deploy option has changed. Now, since we have access to more of Tanra, there are side quests available. After selecting deploy, we'll be given the option of continuing to the next chapter inner fight or completing any one of the side quests. These are optional and can be completed in any order as long as they're available. We need every bit of strength we can gather for this fight, so Haifu, let's get these done.